Peace, fam. We're good. It's your man, Ocean. We back at it. Freedom fight continue, man. Yeah, so what we got, it's I've been seeing a lot of talk about it on Facebook and other social media platforms. Cardi B did the sit down with Joe Biden or the Zoom meeting with Joe Biden, man. First off, I'm gonna go ahead and get it out of the way that Cardi don't speak for, the empowerment of black people at all. Okay, and she don't represent black people, but I'm gonna get into this interview and I'm gonna just see how much bullshit that I could pull out of it, man. And if I happen to agree with something that they say, maybe I even might just say that I agree. But let's get into it.
Oh, she's a fan of yours.
Hi, how are you?
This is
How are
Ashley.
you? Good, how you doing?
You know the
I'm
nickname
good.
she gave her father when she was growing up? She'd call me Joey B. So
Yeah.
we may be related.
I gotta stop it already. I gotta stop it already, cause it just let you know this is a rule of mine when you're dealing with a white supremacist such as Joe Biden. The golden rule is they'll tell you any fucking thing to get they specific goal accomplished. So he just came off the muscle and said some dumbass shit. My baby girl used to call me Joey B when I back in the day. Get the fuck out of here, Joe Biden. Oh, I'm on some petty shit today.
Something.
Yep, Cardi B and Joey B.
Fuck
I'm a
out of here.
huge fan. I just wanted to say hi.
How you doing? I feel so crazy because I feel like I'm a little bit late. But Biden, let me tell you something. When you have kids my age, like the one my age, 2 years old, your schedule never go as planned. You know what I'm saying?
You're telling me? I got 4 kids, 5 grandkids. Come on. I'm an expert. I understand about kids. The most important thing in the world. They come first.
Yes.
Of course the kids come first to Creepy Joe. He Creepy fucking Joe. One of America's creepiest motherfuckers in all time history. So you know Joey B, as they like to call him in the Biden household. We know Joey B, Lord of Children. We know that already.
Always. I can't come first. Period.
Keep it that way.
So, Joe.
Did you see that?
Oh, I heard you got some questions for me.
Oh, I do have some questions for you. First of all, I want to congratulate you. The cover of, I tell you, that's pretty good. That's pretty big time. Number one, doesn't surprise me. You're on the cover. But number two, thanks for your generosity dealing with people who are suffering from COVID. There's so many people who needlessly are in trouble, who needlessly have died when they didn't have to, if we had taken the precautions we needed to. And thank you. You have a generous heart. You have a generous heart. And what I wanted to know was, tell me,
They cutting out a lot of shit.
what's your main interest in terms of this election?
I have a whole list of things that I want and I wish and I desire for our next president to do for us. Well, first thing first, let me keep it a buck. I just want Trump out. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like...
Again, there we go with this line of thinking that they pushing on black people that anything is better than Trump. Anybody we can vote anybody in and they'll be better than Trump. Now, first of all, let me say that I totally agree that Trump is a shitbag, historically awful motherfucker when it come down to being a human being. Historically awful. But at the same time, so the fuck is Joe Biden. Historically awful. So I'm not, when you sitting up here telling me that it's imperative that the leader of the free world not be a fucking asshole, that's true. But Joe, you a fucking idiot and an asshole too. And like I said, I'm petty today, and you might be considered this my personal opinion or whatever, but if you're here for this shit, then you're here for the shit.
struggle so much. I don't want to be lied to. I don't want, like, we're dealing with a pandemic right now, right? And I just want answers. I want to know when this is over. Like, I want to go back to my job. I want to be able.
Ain't no telling when it's gonna be over. This is the new normal, Cardi. I'm sorry to be your informant that shit ain't just going back to the way that it was. Well, you and whoever y'all celebrity misleaders could just had y'all way and to mislead the youth of America. No, we taking a stand right now against this bullshit. The motherfucking WAP queen. Come on, man.
To go outside. I want to be able not to feel like I'm trapped in my home.
Just to be clear, I like WAP. Not necessarily the song that they made, but yeah, I like WAP.
But I don't want somebody to lie to me and tell me that it's okay to go outside. It's okay not to wear a mask. That everything is going to be okay. No, I want like a timeline of when things are going to get better. I want a president to tell me what are the steps for us to get better besides, taking precautions like with our mask and quarantining. I need somebody to tell me like, this is going to be over when we find this cure. This is why it's taking so long. This is why other countries are doing better than ours when it comes to this pandemic. I need somebody to tell me the truth.
The truth is, America should have been listening to Farrakhan for 40 fucking years when Farrakhan was warning America that, damn, the way that y'all treat the black man, it is repercussions. It is consequences for intentionally keeping your foot and your knee on our fucking neck. And I'm not no Muslim, but Farrakhan told y'all the truth. You should have been listening. So that's why it ain't no better insight.
Hardcore truth. And also, I of course want free Medicare. And this is why it's important to have free Medicare, because look what's happening right now. You see what
I do wish we had free Medicare. I really do think America, being the leader of the free fucking world, should be able to provide their citizens with free medical. You know what I mean? That if you're the leader of the free world,
we should have been having Medicare for a long time. I of course think that we need free college education. That's second. And I want black people to stop getting killed and no justice for it. I'm tired of it. I just want more stricter laws that is fair to black citizens. And it's fair for cops too. If you kill somebody that doesn't have a weapon on them, you go to jail. You know what?
Basically, what she trying to articulate in this moment right now is a hashtag that's catching some steam right now, and I'm gonna start using it more frequently. But no anti-black racism. I can agree with that sentiment, Cardi. That is a good point that you made. Something need to happen to these fucking police every time they are, and it's changing slowly but surely. But it's because of the fire that the people in the street is putting on the people in power. Okay, so America is supposed to be a country for the people, ran by the people, not for the motherfuckers that's part of the government. So, definitely some laws need to be put in place to make it consequential for just doing racist shit to black people. So I agree with your sentiment, Cardi. Hashtag no anti-black racism.
If I kill somebody, I gotta go to jail. You gotta go to jail too.
True.
That's all I want. And it's so sad that a pandemic has to happen.
And I fucked around and listened to a Young Turk. The Young Turks or whatever, and the lady, she made a key point on this, like, part of what they actually said in the transcript, they cut his answer out to that. So you can watch the later on the Young Turk. I'm not going. I don't even remember everything that was said, but yeah, she did. She had an interesting video on it, and I really don't watch them that much, but that was a good video. Anna somebody.
So people could open their eyes on seeing what type of person are they dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you're really confusing the people. Like, one day you're telling them that this is nothing, that people need to stop getting tested because they're going to get it anyways. Next thing you know, you have a mask in your face, and you're really playing games, not with us, not the woke.
But this is what at the core of this right here, at the core of this interview, is more just a attack on Trump. And you point out the obvious shit that Trump is fucked up, but we know Trump is fucked up. So basically, this just Cardi just on here just campaigning for Joe, saying Trump is a fucked up motherfucker. Trump is a fucked up motherfucker. Trump is a fucked up motherfucker. That's all I'm getting from this right now. And I agree, Trump is a fucked up motherfucker. But still, that don't prove shit to me about Joe Biden. This need to be about Joe, and I'm gonna get it. We early. I talk a lot. We ain't got that deep into it, so maybe Joe, maybe old creepy Joe, old stumbling, fumbling, bumbling Joe, maybe he might pull a good point out of his ass throughout the course of this little sit down Zoom interview they have. We gonna see. We shall see.
Playing games with the people that support you. All of this has to happen. This crazy stuff that has to happen, so they can open their eyes for the past 4 years.
Well, she had a gaff. I'm petty today. I told you. She said it. See, her whole tendencies couldn't escape her all the way throughout the Zoom interview. And you telling me she's supposed to be? Come on, her whole tendencies she couldn't even escape her whole tendencies for 16 minutes, man. Come on. Did you hear what she said? Listen.
You. All of this has to happen. This crazy stuff that has to happen, so they can open their eyes.
I heard that, Cardi. This motherfucker say, so they can open their ass. Her whole tendencies couldn't escape her for 15 minutes. Just don't be no hoe for 15 minutes, Cardi. While you interview the potential presidential candidate, Cardi. Don't be no hoe right then in that moment. Don't open up. Anyway, I am petty.
The past 4 years.
Well, it doesn't have to happen. For example, in 2016, if 18 to 23 or 4-year-olds have voted in the same percentage as the rest of the population, we would have had Hillary Clinton, not him. The vote matters. That's why you keep talking to people.
See, like I was going back and forth on this brother on the internet today, on social media today, and I was telling him, you're smart, brother. I'm not gonna disrespect him no kind of way. But the point that I was trying to prove him about this whole interview was that they trying to give a perception, and they trying to push it on the youth of America at the same time that the black youth of America, and especially the black youth of America, don't give a fuck about Joe Biden past. We can vote for Joe, and that ain't no. At the most, this shit 50-50 for black people who not gonna vote for Joe and black people who are gonna vote for Joe. And it really don't matter, cause Joe had a chance to win this shit fair and square before he picked the worstest running mate that he could have picked. Then more black people would have went out and vote for him. Not me, of course the fuck not. Cause I understand that we sitting there vote out anyway. And people want to come at me sideways and tell me, man, you can't be telling folks to sit out. Bruh, why are you telling folks to vote? And we ain't never got shit out of this system. So I feel like you the one really doing injustice to your people. And you sitting up here talking about 4 more years of Trump, it's gonna get worse. Bruh, what is worse? What is worse besides your enemy showing you they face and not hiding it from you? If your enemy is definitely out there, at least you can see where he's coming from. Anyway, these people, man. But Cardi, escape being a hoe.
About the need to vote. The vote matters. It matters a great deal. And so we got to look, the generation, your generation and the young millennials beyond that, they can own this. They can own this outcome. And they can own what happens in the next election.
Joe is begging for the millennials to come out and, oh, y'all motherfuckers, probably, y'all don't know what the fuck I was doing in 94 when I was locking niggas up for a career move. And in 70s. Y'all millennials, so y'all can come out and vote for Joe. I'm not creepy Joe. I'm not creepy Joe. Come out and vote for me. Y'all own this. Begging and pleading at Joe.
They are the ones that can change things dramatically if they show up and vote. Tell me what your fans most say to you when they communicate with you online. What are they most concerned about?
Obviously, free college education, free Medicare, especially now that, people are just getting.
And how in the fuck, the elephant in the room, Cardi ain't black for the simple fact that reparations ain't came up in this interview yet. Did he give her a briefing before the interview? Now, Cardi, don't ask me about reparation for black people. You ain't black anyway. So don't even worry about that. We can't go down that road right there. Ain't no way in the fuck, Cardi. No. Any black person in America that's living right now, whether you for reparations or not, if you in front of Joe Biden and you conscious to what the fuck the temperature of black America is, you got to ask him about reparations. Now, I ain't made it all the way through this interview yet. And I'm going to give Cardi B a chance. I'm being real respectable to her, I feel like. Maybe you feel different, but I feel like I'm being real respectable to her. But I'm going to give her a chance. But if you sit up here and feel like you talking for black America, black this, black that, you ain't even said nothing about Puerto Rican or whatever the fuck you is. No disrespect to them people, but it is what it is. But if you black this, black that, and you really got your temperature, you got a nigga husband. So if you really got your finger on the pulse of black America, Miss WAP Queen, if you got your pulse on the finger of black America, then it's a must. It's also imperative that you bring up the reparation discussion and put Joe motherfucking feet to the motherfucking fire and make him tell what his plans is and how he feel about reparation. So you couldn't be black.
Stick left to right. And that's why I keep telling people, because sometimes people have problems in their community. They just wonder, like, for example, a lot of after school programs that I was growing up with, there's no after school programs a lot anymore in my hood.
That's right.
And it's like people are just wondering why is that?
Because people don't want to pay the taxes for it. And that's why this whole thing about government's bad has been such a counter for the things that really matter to you.
Joe, government is bad, G. Y'all motherfuckers is the reason. You wrote the crime bill, you locked the niggas up, you enforce the laws, you hold people hostage. The government is the people that got everybody confused about coronavirus and got half of the fucking nation either infected with it, caught with it, know somebody done died. I know a lady, her son died from the shit yesterday. Cause the government played games when the shit first hit. When they unleashed the shit, I should say. But that's a whole nother topic that I don't even dabble in. But when they unleashed the shit. So the government is fucked up. What the fuck you talking about?
For me, I was doing very well as a single dad when my wife and daughter got killed. And I had two boys that survived that accident. I didn't have the money to have someone take care of my kids. Thank God I had my sister, my brother, and my mother who helped me. My sister moved in with me with she and her husband. But look at all the people who don't have that kind of help.
And you want to know something? Talking to you, I'm.
They got this fucking interview so chopped up. They trying to say. I'm sure Joe said so much more dumb shit that they couldn't even allow on camera. Cause they just got this interview so chopped up. G, it's a shame. Okay? They got this interview chopped up, G.
Boys that survived that accident. I didn't have the money to have someone take care of my kids. Thank God I had my sister, my brother, and my
I
mother
don't know why I even
who helped
reminded
me.
this dumbass
My sister
nigga.
moved in with me with she and her husband. But look at all the people who don't have that kind of help.
And you want to know something? Talking to you, you know, I'm always so focused on Medicare and college education, and I never really thought about how important is childcare. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like nobody's more motivated.
And I feel just as important about reparations. If I get my reparations, I won't have to worry about childcare.
Than a mom. Nobody want to go and hustle out there and get that money for the kid. Once you become a mom, you changed completely. Your mindset changed completely. But it's like, how are you supposed to do that when you probably don't have a babysitter for your kid? And I'm like, fortunately for me, I'm able to, you know, have my mom take care of my child. But a lot of people, like, it's like their mom cannot retire and take care of their kids. Like, their mom
Exactly
has to
right.
work too.
One of the things that I admire about you is you keep talking about what I call equity, just decency, fairness, treating people with respect. John Lewis used to say, the vote is the most powerful non-violent tool you have. Use the power to change.
If there was any power in the vote, they wouldn't let you do it.
For the change you want by voting. Look, I'm a lot older than you, to state the obvious. When I was in high school, what happened was we had the civil rights movement was just being started. And what happened? Along came Bull Connor and his dogs. He thought he was going to drive a wooden stake into the heart of the civil rights movement. But when all those folks who never realized...
Look at old Joe trying to act like he ain't been a full-fledged racist ever since his high school and middle school days. He thought he... Come on, Joe. We know you were with the shit back then, too. That's the only thing you know, Joe.
Never saw before what was happening in the South. They lived in places where there were very few black people, didn't know any black people. All of a sudden, they saw Bull Connor with dogs ripping off the clothes of black women, elderly women going to church, and kids being knocked down with fire hoses and their skin being ripped off.
What the fuck is he talking about, though, bro? Why is he... What forced them to go down this road? This is just stumbling, bumbling Joe. He just stumbling and bumbling, trying to see can he stumble upon a good point. That's why I call him that. Cause look at it, he just stumbling, and this is classic Joe right here. Let me just stumble and bumbling, fumble, until I say something. And hopefully I said something that made sense throughout the course of the stumble.
All of a sudden, as Dr. King said, we had the second emancipation. We had the Voting Rights Act and we had the Civil Rights Act. It changed things because people said, oh my God, that's happening. I think I heard you say somewhere along the line what I've been saying. This cell phone has changed America. Because what happens now?
It damn sure have. Woo! He's fine. I told you, stumbling, bumbling, fumbling, bumbling Joe. He stumbled up on a great point. The cell phone has changed America because now the black media get a chance to project their message on a bigger, stronger platform, and it can't be, even though they try their best to monitor it and contain it and shadow it and all of that shit, but still, the signal is boosted now. The signal is boosted strong enough that you can't stop it from getting out. You can't stop this message from getting out, Joe. You might do be a brilliant motherfucker up on all the stumbling and fumbling and bumbling and motherfucking gaffing that you do, Joe. Because the cell phone definitely done put it where people like me can put out the way that I feel about you. People like anybody that's repping the real black media who know that, you know, we can go by history, and history tells you that Joe is trying to figure out some kind of way to fuck the black man. And I don't hear him telling Joe know he fucked the black man when he wrote the whole law. And I don't hear him trying to make no type of way, no bones about it, no type of atonement. So you telling me that I should do anything to move him to anywhere close to the White House or the Black House or the fucking dog house. If I gotta put any effort in him going anywhere, you can count his ass out. Damn right the cell phone changed the game, Joe. Boy, you are a smart motherfucker, you dumb motherfucker.
We're at a point where some brave kid, 15 years old, can stand there and for a total of 8 minutes and 46 seconds take a photograph of a black man whose family I know and met with and understand and spent time with and watched him.
That's a point. That's a hot topic. George Floyd, why wouldn't he bring up George Floyd in the midst of everything about black empowerment that's going on? He go, oh well, I see y'all black people. This just an acknowledgement. I see y'all black people. Now let's see how far okay, he just acknowledged that he see her. Now let's see how far do he go with what he gonna do for it.
Brutally murdered. And people around the world were saying, my God, it really happens? Because I'm not in a neighborhood like that. I don't come from a place. And now, guess what? They're demanding change.
Black people, we're not.
They're demanding change. But are you, Mr. Pen Pusher himself, who wrote the 94 crime bill? So apparently you write laws, motherfucker. Are you pushing your pen? And are you demanding change, motherfucker, is the question. Yes, the people in the street are demanding change. Yes. But Joe, you, the man with the power, the man who been in the motherfucking government for 50 years now, strong, ain't got to never worry about having a job outside of the United States government. You, Mr. Lawmaker, are you demanding change? Boy, I told you, Joe will. He's stumbling, fumbling, bumbling Joe. He never fail you. He gonna say a lot of dumb shit, but he finally said that one great point about that damn cell phone, and he gave me a chance to elaborate enough on my fucking video that I feel like it's a success now. Continue on, stumbler.
For sympathy, we're not asking for charity. We are just
asking for our money.
We are asking fairness, and we are asking
for reparations.
Justice. That is all. I feel like everything that people are asking for is getting interpreted in a very different way. No, it's simple. We just want justice. That's all. We want justice. We want to feel.
That's where basically you've been stopped speaking for me a long time ago. Yeah, we do want justice, and justice is reparations. See, reparations include all of that. See, you thought it definitely, okay, I ain't even gonna get into what reparations is, but it include a check, it include police reform, it include defunding the police, it include motherfucking healthcare for all, it include improved education. Yes, so yeah, I do want, you right, Cardi, we do want that shit, but we just want it in the form of reparations, and along with that check that's owed to us too, and the check is the first part of it. We're gonna need to go ahead and get that motherfucker out. But you seen that dance that she just did. She trying to talk about the issues, and I know I seen it just then. I seen the word reparation bouncing around in her dense ass forehead just then. I seen the word bouncing around reparation. I seen it. I got a gift. I see shit like that. I seen the motherfucking word reparation bouncing around her dense ass forehead just then. But she knew. Let me not even say that word. Let's see. Tell me if you made it this far, you my motherfucking people. And tell me when I run this shit back, tell me, do you see that motherfucking word reparations dancing around her dense ass forehead when she almost wanted to say it, but she knew not to say it?
Is getting interpreted in a very different way. No, it's simple.
No, let me go back.
Like everything that people are asking for is getting interpreted in a very different way.
Everything that people are asking for is getting interpreted in a very different way. What you think she's trying to say right there? Who are these people that's asking for stuff when the temperature is on, when the microscope is on Black America right now? Who are these people that you think that's asking for stuff that's getting interpreted in these different ways? And what is this stuff that they asking for? It's reparation.
No, it's simple. We just want justice.
Oh, and the main point of me talking to Dan is let you know that Cardi don't speak for me at all, G. But we do want justice though.
That's all. We want justice. We want to feel like Americans. We want equality.
Treat me with
People want-
respect.
Yes, with respect.
Respect. That's where I think you're seeing a real look.
Treat me with respect and please pay your debt. Of course, that's my new hashtag. Treat me with respect and please pay your debt. Hashtag reparations. Hashtag tangibles. Hashtag 2020. Let's get it.
I have a friend who is a congressman in Mississippi, Benny Thompson, and a very well-known congressman, an African-American. He called me 2 weeks ago. He said, Joe, I just came from a protest in Mississippi. He said, and I looked out there, and there were I forget how many people. He said there was many white kids marching as black kids. This is Mississippi, Joe. Things are changing, Joe. The reason I'm so optimistic is because of your generation. You're the smartest, the best educated, the least prejudiced, and the most engaged generation in American history. And you're going to change things. You're going to change them.
The shit being changed, Joe. Don't you even worry about it. The shit is definitely in the process of being changed right now as we speak, Joe.
You're the reason I have such incredible hope. I really mean it. I'm not trying to be nice. It's a fact. That's what's going to change things. The rest of the world's always looked to us. Why have they looked to us? Not because we're so...
Today.
Oh, all about the game of making people hate each other, because that's how he wins, by dividing us.
That's true,
You're
Joe.
going to change it. Your generation is changing. You already are doing it.
The new generation, my fans, my people, it's like, this is why we have to go out and vote. I know that the young generation right now, with social media, we are just so eager to make money, to look a certain type of way, to have style.
Yeah, damn it, you the one sitting up here showing the world that, show your titties. Like I had it, like bro was telling me today, bro, like, I'm gonna say, bro, we're talking about, you just don't like Cardi B. I'm like, hey, Cardi B is cool for the fucking entertainment. Like paid entertainment. Like prostitutes and shit like that. So you done showed these little kids that's the way to be. Overexpose everything, over sexualize everything, and you want to say, that's the kids want to be a certain way that you done showed them is the way to come up in the world and be successful. Come on, be for real, Cardi. Make some sense.
Celebrity gossip, and it's like, why don't we make a change for real and just vote?
And in the primaries, they kept saying,
and just vote. That ain't no change. Niggas been voting ever since they told niggas, okay, niggas, y'all can vote. The change is send out the fucking vote until y'all give us a candidate that's presentable to us. So I don't know what the fuck you talking about, Cardi.
There's not that many people voting. Biden's not going to excite anybody. We had the largest turnout in the primaries ever. People are ready. They're ready.
So you heard what the people saying about Biden don't incite anybody. Huh? You heard what he said. Them Biden, matter of fact, we'll run it back. Them Biden word. I don't know how did I run it back.
There's not that many people voting. Biden's not going to excite anybody. We had the largest turnout in the primaries.
A change for real and just vote.
In the primaries, they kept saying, there's not that many people voting. Biden's not going to excite anybody.
That's what the people saying. Biden don't incite nobody. Now of course he get to go in and put his spin on the narrative. Why wouldn't he? He the one got the mic. He got the floor. So of course he gonna spin it from his perspective. But what the people saying? He just told you what the people saying. The people saying Biden don't incite nobody. That's what the streets saying. And Biden just told you. Stumbling, bumbling, fumbling Joe, man. Why would you go waste your time, effort, and energy standing in line to vote for stumbling, bumbling, fumbling Joe? Come on, man.
the largest turnout in the primaries ever. People are ready. They're ready, and they know we can change it. But look, there's a lot, but we really rely on people like you. And let me tell you something. The American people have never, ever, ever let their country down, given half a chance. Never. And they've been battered.
Huh? Well, I guess, who you talking about? The people in the street? Because I hope you ain't talking about the fucking government. Anyway, that's just such a fucking nonsensical statement that he just made. That's a statement. You damned if you do, you damned if you don't. I don't know what the fuck Joe talking about. Let me hear what this dumbass said again. Dumbass Joe.
People like you. And let me tell you something. The American people have never, ever, ever let their country down, given half a chance. Never. And they've been battered by corporate America. They've been battered by this president particularly. And the way in which he's able to continue to...
Well, why don't you... Oh, go ahead, Joe. Talk, Joe.
Divided. He appeals to the outright prejudice of some of those in that community that don't have any money. And he just appeals to their prejudice. He spews hate. We got to stop it.
Prejudice is just so dangerous. Like,
this nigga Joe is retarded. I agree with you though, Joe. I ain't gonna, like I said, if Joe make a point that if Joe tell the truth, why would I lie and say he don't tell the truth? The motherfucker Donald Trump do spew hate. But that's a good thing because it's the reflection of America. And it show you what white supremacy think about the black man. And so we need to see this. This is good.
it could be a start of a civil war. It makes people feel uncomfortable around different people. Nobody wants to feel targeted. Nobody wants animosity. We just want the best for us. Everybody wants the best for themselves, their future, and their kids' future. I don't want to live to tell my kids, like, you have to be careful going to the store. Don't wear this certain type of clothes.
What the fuck about Joe Biden being in office stop me and my son from having to be careful when we encounter the police? When Joe Biden is the nigga who... Joe Biden gave the police all the power they got. So how is it gonna change? Just by voting Joe in. That's what ain't making sense to me. See, you ain't even selling the whole dream. You selling the half a dream to black America. That if you put Joe Biden in, automatically all the white supremacy and all the racism gonna start to disappear. No, motherfucker, that ain't how it works. We gonna have to kill it. We gonna have to kill it. And it start by making this whole election process null and void. Yes, it's extreme. Yes, it's radical. That's the way to manipulate change. So let's go.
Don't wear a mask. Don't wear a hoodie. Please don't get stopped. We don't want that, and I don't want to feel a certain type of hate, a certain type of animosity for a different race because I feel like they get it easier than us. I don't want to feel like that. Nobody wants to feel like that. Like, it's like, why can't we just work with each other? Why? And you know, and racism always have existed, but I feel like right now there's just a lot of tension, and we need somebody to clean that. I'm just so tired of it.
Joe ain't gonna clean it, man. What Joe gonna do is sugarcoat it and make you think that it's gone away. Nah, it need to be rid of. It don't need to be put on pause. It need to be canceled. Joe is just a band-aid for you. Can't put no band-aid on no gunshot wound, okay? It's impossible.
Well, by the way, you know, the country's been mourning. And what you're finding now is the vast majority of the American people understand what's going on. My mom used to have an expression. She said, Joey, the greatest virtue of all is courage. Because without courage, you couldn't love with abandon. And without courage, none of the other virtues would exist. It's time for some courage, and you're exercising it. You and other people of your stature who have millions of people who look to you. You're exercising courage. It's not easy for you to do this. You're going to get a lot of flack for the kinds of things you say, but you have the courage to stand up and say, now's the...
Damn sure you're gonna get a lot of flack. Cause she just made a song called WAP. Telling little girls to sell their pussy.
time. By the way, we're going to have, if I get elected president, free college education for 4 years of college, flat out. Anybody with a family less than 125 grand, you're going to get a free education. Everybody gets free education for community college. Everybody wants to go on and become an apprentice, free.
Let me tell you about my college experience, right?
Yep.
You know, I'm from New York, so when you're in high school or middle school, they give you a free Metro card so you could travel, for you to be able to go to your school. And of course, they gave me free lunch. When I was in college, I had to get a job because I really needed $5 every single day to be able to go from Washington Heights to Chambers Street. And then I had to feed myself. Sometimes I had to wait from 1 p.m. all the way to 9 p.m. That's my schedule to get home so I could be able to eat, because that whole time right there, I couldn't afford to go to McDonald's. I couldn't afford to go to any restaurants around Chambers Street on my break. And you had to pay for lunch, the school lunch there. So I was just starving, and
We just going through the whole thing, man. You know, I'm just letting her get her spill out. I'm sorry you had a rough go at it, Cardi. I'm not gonna say anything to discredit that you had a tough go at life early on. So okay, it is what it is.
I just felt so discouraged. So I just feel like that is so important, like to finance students while they're in college, because they get really discouraged. And that's what people want to know. People want to know, can you provide college education, this Medicare plan, without a big chunk of taxes coming out of our check?
The way we can pay for all of this is doing practical things, like making sure that no corporation making a profit should pay less than 15% tax on their profit. None. Zero. Everybody has to pay their fair share. Thank you for your willingness to help. I promise
Did you see that bullshit, bruh? Hold on.
I'll make mistakes as president, but I'll admit to the mistakes I make, and you're never going to have doing practical things.
Man, get the fuck out of here, Joe Biden. This weak ass, that was some weak sauce, bro. Through and through, that whole process that we just went through was weak sauce, man. And the main thing that my main point that I'm gonna come out of here with is Joe didn't discuss not one issue on there, man. Joe didn't discuss no policy that he gonna come out. Joe didn't discuss black people at all, period, really. So why? Tell me again why black folks so on the train for this guy, man. Why? When Joe continuously, blatantly disrespect you, Joe went out and picked the first candidate that black people dismissed and told the world that, oh no, hell no, we damn sure ain't voting for her. That Joe went out and picked up for his running mate. Now, Joe done reached out, because these people reach out to Cardi, by the way. Joe done reached out to Cardi B and for her supposedly representing, I guess she representing black and brown, but it ain't no fucking such thing as black and brown. And I love them people. But still, it ain't no such thing. I love all people. But at the end of the day, it ain't no coalition. Ain't no black or brown coalition, because when it's time to be black, don't nobody else step up and volunteer to be black but black people. And goddamn it, we don't even want to be black when it's time to be black. But we been here. We do this shit. So it ain't no black or brown coalition, man. And so I guess, but like I was saying, Joe, he continued to show you that he don't give a fuck about no black people. But black people are so gone off the illusion that Trump, all of this shit, all of a sudden got bad when Trump got in the White House 4 years ago. Motherfucker Trayvon Martin got killed more than 4 years ago. This shit been going on, bro. So you can think that you taking the easy way out. You can think that you taking the easy way out by voting Trump out of office and vote Jim Crow Joe, stumbling, fumbling, bumbling Joe in. You think you taking the easy way out, but time will definitely tell and show you people that even if Joe do get in office, shit is not gonna change for black people behind no presidential election, bro. It's gonna be the changes that we have seen recently. It came because of the people that was in the street, the protesters making, you know what I'm saying, holding the police accountable. That's why these police are starting to be arrested after they kill black people and starting to have to face the music. But we still got so far to go with that shit. I mean, that's just the tip of the iceberg that finally a police officer get arrested. I didn't say anything about, you know what I mean, the rest of the shit, convicted and all that shit, but they are finally getting arrested for killing black people. So it ain't no black and brown alliance. So I don't know why he went to Cardi. You know, if you want to talk to Black America, you're gonna have to come and face Black America. It ain't gonna be Charlemagne, even though Charlemagne tried to hold your feet to the fire a little bit in his interview what he did with you. But bro, it's gonna be, you're gonna really have to come see the black media. In order for any candidate that's depending on 100% or a majority of the black vote, the only way to make that happen, you're gonna have to go through the black media, bro. You're gonna have to make yourself well acquainted, and you're gonna have to show and prove that you are definitely working for the benefit of black people first, and damn near only black people. Pretty much, yeah, for 200 years, only black people. Because everybody else done got they leg up on us. So we need that. And we coming forward. And that's why we disengaging with the motherfucking the vote. Listen to my guy Malcolm. Thank you to that lady who put me up on this. Anyway. But listen to my guy Malcolm. The ballad of the bullet. It might be the bullet of the ballad. Either way. Listen to that shit, what he said, and see how prevalent that shit is right here in 2020. And you sitting up here telling me that the only thing that we got to do to fix all of this shit is go stand in the line and vote for a nigga that's named Jim Crow Joe motherfucking Biden. Come on, man. Stop playing with me, man. That shit don't make no sense. Tell that shit to somebody who go for silly ass, gullible ass shit, man. Dead ass, man. Anyway, I had enough of this whole situation right here, man. I did enjoy myself. I don't know how I'm gonna do this video. I don't know how I'm gonna present it or whatever, but it definitely gonna come out. Anyway, it's your boy Ocean. This is how I do my shit. It's gonna be a whole dosage of the fucking truth every time you come in here. So I appreciate you for rocking with me the whole time. If you made it this far, it's definitely 100% love, even if you disagree with me. It's your boy Ocean, and we out.